today we're doing an unboxing video of the Legit Speed Designs rear diffuser. I'm super excited about it, and it's in this box. Well, I think it's in this box. Anyway, it's from him. Legit Speed Designs is a 3D printer fabricator dude, and he makes some pretty cool stuff, specifically for the MK7 Golf R. I think he also makes some license plate holders for the GTI, but he has a MK7 R himself, so I think that's kind of what comes first. And I'm really excited about that because I have the same thing. All right, so we're getting into what's in the packaging. So I just cut open this packaging. In this envelope, we'll see what's in here. There's hardware inside the bag. Oh, cool. So I've seen this on the license plate bracket where he typically provides some sort of black vinyl to put on the gloss black pieces so that you don't end up scuffing them. If you ever decide to remove the piece, it should only wear on the vinyl and then should look just fine after. And there's a couple of Legit Speed Design stickers in here, so find a cool place for those. There's the instructions again. We'll go over that when we're going through the process. I'm opening up the outer brackets. This is gonna look pretty rad. You can see all the 3D print. Like, it's not perfectly smooth, but looking at it from whatever angle, it's gonna be low down on the car, so you're not gonna see, I don't know, hardly any of that detail, I bet. That's the outer brackets. That one was left, right, and inner brackets. Try not to cut my finger. Inner brackets is some inner. Okay. So that must be just the same for both left and right. I'm not sure what the difference is between left and right. I bet they... I do know what the difference is between left and right. If you, maybe we'll show a close-up, but so what I'm seeing here is left and right. How would you do that? They taper on, they're straight or flat on one side, and then they taper on one side. So that's cool that he's gone through that thought process of, instead of just making it flat straight for both or identical. Oh, and there's this top piece here that's a little bit different. So we'll see where those fit. I bet that's going to determine whether they are actually left or right. All right, now we've got this inner fins package. Looks like he's just got saran wrap around here, so I'm gonna try and find the beginning of it. Yeah. And some bubble wrap. Oh, there's two pieces in here, sweet. Okay, so this is inner fins. And this one, oh, there's a little bit of foam strip on here. That's cool. So you probably don't have to put that vinyl on your stock diffuser. But I probably will, just because over time there'll be rocks and stuff that get in between there or work themselves in. That's really nice that he puts that in there, so I think you can put some tension on those pieces without it scraping or scuffing. So this one, we will have to remember, maybe roll back inner fins. I'll set those to the side since they don't actually have any names 3D printed on them. Those look identical, but they are not. I just realized. Outer fins, okay.
Let's see if we've got a starting point here. I'm just gonna cut into it and we'll make our own starting point. Oh, this is gonna be challenging. We'll cut something out. Or just speed it up. Oh man. My knees are starting to hurt. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Man, it's saran wrap.
I will say, here, one thing that I will say is that these are very brand new out to the market. I think there was about 5 or 6. I don't know if he included himself in that original number that did the beta test. And so there was 5 or 6 that were initially put out there for beta testing, and then he sold another 11 kits. So I was just watching, waiting for when I could get this. So this is the one labeled outer fins. And it's obviously a different shape than the previous one, but it still has this nice foam piece on the part that will probably hit against the diffuser. And there's a, I'm not going to say this one's identical because it probably isn't, but another similarly shaped one. So we'll see how these all fit together, read through the instructions, and we'll do the install. All right, so I'm just about to do the install, and one thing I wanted to show you guys, if you've not been under the back of your car looking at this very specific piece of the diffuser, is there's a lip right here that all these pieces are gonna kind of clamp onto and hang onto. So I'm really positive that there's no way these are gonna come off, even though it's just a clamped type system. I guess I should read the rest of these instructions and make sure I did it right. I mean, they're on there.
He took the time to write them up.
He did. He did. I'm just getting started on this, and I read through the instructions at least like halfway to get me started. And so I'm starting with this outer diffuser piece, and there's a little lip on the back side here. And I'm trying to figure out first where to put the vinyl sticker. So when I am putting this on there, I figured, oh, I'll just go ahead and bump this up to the lip that's down here, but it doesn't look like it exactly aligns with that. So what I'm gonna do is just look at the side of this to see where it makes the most contact with the OEM diffuser. And so this is the, as you can see, the outer fin. So what I'm gonna do is line this up, find the best spot where I don't see as much light coming through, and I'm just going to put a little piece of tape on here so that I at least know where I need to put this vinyl strip up to. Oh God. Oh God, no. You won't even see it on the time lapse though, unfortunately.
Good news, you cover it up so you'll never see it.
That's true. It doesn't, oh God, it's got a wrinkle. No? So you just bend it down. Perfect. And then we can just scoot it back and forth. While we're watching myself install the inner fins, I want to point out that the instructions say that these fins and retention brackets are interchangeable and that they are not side specific. However, they do have a different finish on both sides. So I matched the left inner fin to the left outer fin, and same for the right. Yeah. I'll just go ahead and switch over to my hand tightener. The torque spec on this is Guten tight. All right. Woo! I think that's it. It's like done. All right, so hopefully you can see this very well. The diffuser pieces are in, and it was a little more challenging than I thought it was going to be. You know, the idea is that there's multiple pieces that you screw together so it clamps on. I didn't think ahead about having to space them properly. Fortunately, you know, there's the OEM fins that are on the outside. Those are super easy to put in. The ones that are in the center, though, I decided to put the little vinyl tapes on to help protect the diffuser if for some reason I ever decide to take them off. Probably won't, but they're on there. And so I had to line those up first, and aligning these pieces to be able to know where to put those vinyl stickers on was a challenge. And so in the instructions, it's super helpful. He talks about how what that spacing is. It's 6 1/4 inches from this gap. You know, it's the inside of the outer fin to the outside of the inner fin, if I said that right. So again, really super helpful instructions. I used a drill to just speed up the process, but you want to be really careful about using the drill because you don't want to over tighten. It can either damage the fin or it can even over tighten and damage your diffuser. So be careful if you're using a drill, and the lighter the drill, the better. I just have this super heavy, awkward one, so I got to work out. But they're in. I like how they look, and we'll take some shots of them. Here's a look under the backside of the diffuser to see how these things actually mount. You can see how the brackets hook over the edge of the diffuser to clamp on. Another thing you can see is the difference in texture from side to side of the diffuser fins. On one side, you get a little heavier texture from the table that it sits on, and on the other side, a little smoother but with lines from the 3D printing process. And what's an install video without a time lapse? Here's the entire process from start to finish. Now remember, I didn't follow the written instructions, nor did I even follow my own instructions. I just went after it. But from learning through this process, I wrote out what I thought was easiest step by step to make this process smooth for others. And if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more awesome content like this. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers.